Greetings, this is SNBN's VIP magazine VIP TV News and I am Rahicham. First, our headlines. KMC mayor contracts COVID-19. Government temporarily closes non-essential public places for 90 days. GPU issues safety reporting guidelines for journalists. Court sentences drivers for carrying passengers without face mask. WHO urges mothers to breastfeed even if infected with COVID-19. UTG and 4 other higher training institutions shut as COVID-19 surges. TRRC works on parts of final report. And now the news in details. KMC mayor contracts COVID-19. Kanifing Municipal Council announced on Tuesday its mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda tested positive for COVID-19. A statement issued by KMC reads, "The general public is hereby informed that the Lord Mayor tested positive for COVID-19 virus. He is in good spirits and has since been placed on isolation and is well on his way to recovery. The Council hereby reminds the general public to take proactive measures and ensure that the WHO and the Ministry of Health guidelines are followed. Let us observe social distancing, wear face masks, and stop public gatherings. Government temporarily closes non-essential public places for 90 days. Consistent with the power vested in the Health Minister by the Regulation No. 6 of the Public Health Protection Regulations 2020, the Gambia government has announced with immediate effect the temporary closure of all non-essential public places for 90 days. The announcement came after the country experienced a daily increase of people contracting the deadly COVID-19 disease, with the country now recording over 400 confirmed cases of the novel coronavirus with 9 deaths and over 300 active cases. Citation of temporary closure of non-essential public places. According to the government announcement, the order may be cited as the temporary closure of non-essential public places Order 2020. It is hereby ordered that all non-essential public places are temporarily closed. The announcement stated that the non-essential public places include bars and pubs, sit-in restaurants, cinemas and video clubs, gymnasia and swimming pools, nightclubs and music lodges, group events at beaches, casinos, gaming parlor, and sporting fields. GPU issues safety reporting guidelines for journalists. Since the outbreak of the global pandemic, journalists from different media outlets have picked up the responsibility of updating their followers on the day-by-day situation report of the virus in the country and beyond, as people need more accurate and reliable information now more than ever. As the world fights the global pandemic, people rely on journalists to provide them with such solid, life-saving, informative, and educative stories. It is for this reason that the Gambia Press Union noted that while journalists have an obligation to keep people informed and educated in these extraordinary times, it is equally very important for them to observe all safety measures in order to stay alive to tell their stories. The country has registered a significant number of journalists confirmed to have the novel virus, and media chiefs have started laying plans for their journalists to start working from home in order to save their lives and that of others. Sekou Jammeh, Secretary General of the GPU, is in a statement recently issued by his union, said since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and its emergence in the Gambia, media houses and reporters have been working under extremely difficult and dangerous circumstances to save lives, by keeping the people informed and educated of the pandemic and by holding government to account. As frontliners, reporters have also been reporting from treatment centers, the airport and land borders, and many other potential hotspots without adequate protective equipment and disinfectants. He said that the union is proud of these enormous sacrifices and calls on the public and government to support journalists whose work is crucial in curbing the spread of the pandemic and saving lives. Court sentences drivers for carrying passengers without face mask. Birkama Magistrates Court has on Tuesday convicted and sentenced 16 accused persons who were arraigned before the court on charges of carrying passengers without face mask. According to the information released by the police, the 16 convicts were each ordered to pay a fine of $1,000. Be reminded that you are watching Zambian's VIP magazine, VIP TV News. WHO urges mothers to breastfeed even if infected with COVID-19. Mothers should breastfeed their babies even if they have contracted COVID-19. The World Health Organization's head said on Monday as the benefits outweighed the risk of infection. WHO recommends the mothers with suspected or confirmed COVID cases should be encouraged the same as all other mothers to initiate or continue breastfeeding. Tedros Adhanom told a news conference. As the world marks Breastfeeding Awareness Week, Tedros said the many benefits of breastfeeding for newborn babies and children substantially outweigh this potential risk of COVID-19 infections. UTG and 4 other higher learning institutions shut as COVID-19 surges. The University of the Gambia and 4 other higher learning institutions have been closed down by the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology on Monday, 3rd July 2020, due to the continuous spike in the number of COVID-19 cases in the Gambia. UTG, like its sister higher learning institutions, have relaxed some of their restrictions after the lifting of the state of public emergency by government recently to allow students and other people to have access to the learning institutions. However, as the surge in the number of COVID-19 cases continues, the Higher Education Ministry deemed it necessary to have the places shut to prevent the spread of the virus and protect staff and students in those institutions. The closure has been extended to the Gambia College, Gambia Training and Technical Institution (GTTI), and Management and Development Institution (MDI). An email seen by the Point newspaper states, given the dramatic surge in COVID-19 infections, the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology has ordered for the closure of UTG, Gambia College, MDI and GTTI effective immediately. The surge of COVID-19 cases in the Gambia had been predicted by health experts as people fail to adhere to WHO and Ministry of Health guidelines. This prediction is gradually coming to pass as the country is running out of means to control the pandemic. TRRC works on parts of final report. The chairman of the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission, TRRC, Dr. Lamin Jessis, has indicated that with the increase of COVID-19 cases, the Commission has suspended its hearings and will continue working on putting together some aspects of the final report. This work has already started and will continue unabated. We are pleased to report that various mechanisms have been put in place and some modest progress is being made towards compilation of the final report, Dr. Cisse said in a statement. He further assured the public that the TRRC remains fully committed to delivering on all aspects of its mandate as humanly as possible. Dr. Cisse also highlighted that the TRRC encourages all members of the public to take all cautionary measures to keep themselves, their families, relatives, friends, and communities safe from the coronavirus. This is the end of Zambian's VIP magazine, VIP TV News. Let's recap our main headlines. KMC Mayor contracts COVID-19. Government temporarily closes non-essential public places for 90 days. GPU issues safety reporting guidelines for journalists. Court sentences drivers for carrying passengers without face mask. WHO urges mothers to breastfeed even if infected with COVID-19. UTG and 4 other higher training institutions shut as COVID-19 surges. TRRC works on parts of final report. Thanks for watching.